Cedar Key is one of my favorite places in Florida. I took a trip there a couple months ago and thought I would show you all what it looked like pre-Hurricane Idalia. As you can see, it's located on the Nature Coast in Northwest Florida here. It's not what comes to mind when you think of a Florida island destination, but to me that's what makes it really so special. This is the scrub forest right outside of Cedar Key. It's a state forest, and if you ever wanted to know what a scrub forest looked like, now you know. Now that we get onto the island, there's Tony's Seafood Restaurant. This is one of my favorite restaurants in all of Florida, and it's the clam chowder that Tony's is known for. It is the world champion clam chowder that is so good there, and tons of great seafood. It's on the first floor. I'm sure they were flooded. Very, very sad for Tony's. Hope they're doing well and hope they have a plan to bounce back. Back in the late 1800s, Cedar Key became populated due to exporting of lumber. Pencils were one of the main things that was made out of the lumber here and in nearby Crystal River. Now, the University of Florida also has an aquarium here. This is also on the first floor. Unsure as to how this place looks after Hurricane Idalia, but one can only guess it was also flooded. A really neat little spot and totally free and open to the public. Great educational location. Now you can kind of get a feel for Cedar Key here with these muddier, not so clear waters. This water is full of life and shellfish, and the birds just love it. It is the clamming capital of Florida. Now they do also have a small beach, or did have a small beach, where you could rent kayaks and paddle to nearby islands, including Seahorse Key that has a lighthouse on it. Ancient indigenous populations also inhabited this area long before Europeans got here and disappeared long before Europeans got here as well. One of the cooler things you can find at Cedar Key is this amazing shell mound. And when you first start walking, you say, well, I wonder where the shell mound is. And then you realize you're on top of it. This thing is absolutely massive. When you get to the top of it, you can see how far above sea level this is. It's a pretty nice way down there to the Gulf of Mexico. There are so many shells from oysters and clams here that you can tell that there was a civilization that cultivated and farmed these shellfish long before Europeans arrived. Look at that, just crazy, isn't it? All in all, Cedar Key is a beautiful area with just an amazing history, and the entire state of Florida and beyond is pulling for a comeback. Thanks for watching, and here's to brighter days.